Aloha all, I'm Archeia Heidi, and I just wanted to come on for a real quick update on, there's so many of us that are getting messages right now that are similar. So I just thought I would share with you my thoughts on messages that I'm getting and many others are as well. I think a lot of us are getting the same thing. There's a lot of realities happening all at once right now. We've got the virus that's got the entire planet on lockdown. There is the population of people, or I should say there are, a population of people that believe whatever they're told. And I'm not saying that as a trigger, I just mean watch the mainstream media and they're told by prominent officials that this is the truth and they're going to believe it. And then you've got the camp of people that are like, I'm going to go look at that myself. Then you've got a lot of information coming out behind the scenes. You've got information about the human trafficking, and I'll just leave it at that at this moment. You've got the vaccine issues because people are up in arms because there's conversations about that. There's a lot happening. There's the whole social programming agenda. People are in fear. But, above all, I don't want to address any of those things. That's not what I want to talk about. What I want to say is that there are a lot of agendas that are happening. But what I'm hearing consistently is that our job is to stay in our light. Our job is to hold a space of peace and love. That's our job as light workers and way showers on this planet. I'm feeling quite strongly that many of us have other missions as well. I know I do. Some of them I've already walked into. Some of them I'm just on the cusp of. But I believe personally that the number one most important mission that we have as light workers is to hold the light. Our bodies are like grounding rods, and we are holding the energetic frequency of the planet so that we can ground that here and assist the rest of humanity. And that's our job. So if we are going to, I was going to say if we're going to go down the rabbit hole. I'm not saying don't go down the rabbit hole. I'm really not saying that. Because I think we absolutely have to look at the truth so that we can heal it and move on. But to sit in that and in a place of fear is not what I believe and feel that we should be doing. I think that no matter what happens, that if it's creating fear and angst and anger in you that you're continuing to hold on to, then that's not good either. We need to hold a space of peace and love for our fellow humans. It's the job we signed up for. That's why we came to this planet. And it's go time. There's no Mickey Mousing around this anymore. It's go time. It's time for everybody to come out of the spiritual closet and say, this is who I am. Part of that also, I believe, is not just, well, I was gonna say something that doesn't really go together. To be able to hold a space of peace and love, we have to deal with our own shadow. So the shadow of our planet is surfacing. You can see it everywhere. It's surfacing to be looked at, transmuted, healed, gone. Send it back to the light. That's what it's for. And at the same time, if we're having those frequencies within our body, then it's very important that we do our own healing. So if you're having consistent feelings of fear, not just you hear something and it scares you and then you are able to release that and move on, and you can look at it again and say, oh, I'm not energetically connected to that, not attached to it at all, I don't feel it. It's all good. But if you're consistently triggered by something that you hear, then that energy is within you to heal. You don't get triggered by something unless that energy is within the physicality of your body. So it's important to clear that out of your physical, mental, emotional, and etheric bodies so that you can hold a space of peace and love for all. So I think that's all I wanted to say. Like I said, I just wanted to come on really quick because I'm just feeling that so strong. And I'm seeing people in so many different camps. It's very obvious right now that we're in a split. That you've got people that are, no matter what, are going to be following the mainstream media. And then you've got those that are really digging for the truth. But the collective of humanity is starting to wake up. And with all of the truths coming out and huge truths about to be released that will be very, very triggering, there needs to be enough of us that hold a space of peace and love to carry the collective through this. If we were all going to go down the rabbit hole at the same time, we were all going to be triggered because we hadn't healed within our own physicality, then what would happen to our planet if we're all feeling that at the same time? So those of us that have been working really, really hard to release our own shadow, release our own density that we've been carrying for so long, those of us that have done that have a responsibility. Remember, you signed up for this. You came here to do it. It's go time. It's time to hold that space. It's time to unconditionally love all around you so that we can assist those that are just starting to go through the process or will be just starting to go through the process of looking at these deep, dark truths. And that includes the truths within their own body, their own physicality, their own families, things that they've never wanted to look at or maybe didn't know. We all are at the point of either continuing to release so that we can be more effective, so that we can move forward, or those that are about to start so that we can assist them. I hope that made sense. I kind of went in circles a little bit, but I'm hoping that made enough sense that you understand what I'm saying. You are love. Really, that's it. All there is love. The opposite of love is fear. And you, my absolute love, are love. Hold that space. Sorry, my phone rang. Hold that space for yourself and for the collective of humanity and for all living beings on this planet, because we are all one. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love is the only thing that I am interested in. I'm not interested in anything else. Raising my children, I told them everything is love, and if it's not, it's just bullshit, because everything is love. And I love you. Have a beautiful day, my darlings. Aloha and namaste.